So another Andy B 2-minute video. And I was thinking about life throws us some curveballs. Maybe that doesn't necessarily work for you as a phrase. You've been knocked sideways. You imagine you're walking down one particular path and something happens, it kind of slams you against the wall. Well, that's something that happened for us over the weekend. We discovered something that was not exactly what we thought was going to happen, something quite dramatically different to that. And my first reaction, and really our first reaction, was this is really bad. This is really serious. How are we going to get through this? We've been thrown to the wall. We've been thrown a curveball. Something came at us from an angle we weren't expecting, and it kind of took us out. Now, to be fair, I'm not the greatest at dealing with that kind of stuff. My wife is. She tends to reflect a bit later. Her initial thing is great, and then she might stumble a bit afterwards. But me personally, when something really bad happens, I'm not, Joe. I'm not that calm. I'm not that peaceful. I kind of go into a panic mode of, we're never going to survive this. How are we going to cope? And that's where we were Friday night, Saturday. We had a busy day of filming, which was really, really good fun. But always is this nagging thought of, yeah, but we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. This has changed. This is really hard. But actually, God was already ahead of that. And what I did immediately was rally the troops. So I sent prayer requests to a few people that we absolutely implicitly trust. And I said, please, we need some prayer. I explained the situation. And they prayed for us. Knowing that there's someone praying for you can change everything. Knowing that there's somebody out there somewhere who cares about you enough to take some of their time to pray is beyond helpful. Now, they're not all going to be able to help us through our situation. But what they can do is pray, and they can sympathize, and they can comfort us through words and through prayer and through scripture, and that's what we've been getting. When things come along and they throw you against a wall, you can't really help your first reaction. Yeah, you can work on it to some extent, but that initial reaction, that's kind of part of your character. But it's that next bit. How do you then respond? If you're getting thrown against the wall, your first reaction is to respond to being thrown against the wall, but what do you do next? Mercifully, gratefully, thankfully, I got people to pray because I knew I wouldn't do a great job of it. So if someone asks for prayer, pray for them. If you're struggling, reach out for help. Helpers are really helpful, so get help from other folks. Get some prayer. Just a thought.